So, Wisdom is here talking about her infinite soul experience here in Jamaica. Why did you want to go on a healing journey utilizing mushrooms?
Because I felt it would be the best way to really open up this 6 inches right here, see what was going on inside, for real, for real. Yeah. Underneath that iceberg, we live on top of the iceberg all the time, so I wanted to get underneath and see what was happening.
Did you have any idea what to expect?
Not for myself. Of course, hearing your experience and you sharing that with everyone and what it would be like or what it could possibly be like. You'd be like, okay, yeah, that's cool. But you always said that you will have your own experience. So your experience is not my experience. And so I didn't, for myself, I didn't know.
And could you have seen yourself doing something else? Like, this seems kind of radical, drastic. Some people would say, like, instead of just, going on a vacation or...
Not to get healing. No, not to get healing. This is a plant that's been around for ages, and they've hidden it from us for ages. And so I really wanted to not, be sitting on somebody's couch talking to a therapist. I really wanted to go inside my brain. And if this was the only way that I could do that, or the more safe way, I would say, to do that, then yeah, I was excited about that.
And then how did you feel about just being received here, the environment, and just this part of the experience? Because this is an 8-week journey, and the retreat is the second week. So how did you feel about that? Meeting women a couple of them you knew just from online.
Yeah.
Others you didn't.
I don't think that if I would have went in it any other way, it would have been as good, because there was nothing but love and tenderness and motherly from everybody in the experience. All of us that are stars coming into this, not really knowing what to feel, what to expect, what to know, what to do, but being guided by yourself, Goddess, and the Brittany, and with such just tenderness and love and the pre-work.
Yeah,
if we didn't do the damn pre-work, baby, if you're going into any experience like this and you don't do pre-work, you don't stir up the pot, as the Brittany said, and you said at the bottom, get that pot stirred up first and you just dive in, that would be the worst decision. So the love and tenderness that we got with the pre-work and through the pre-work, because the pre-work stirred up emotions that a lot of us were not expecting to have.
Yeah.
And so being able to be that vulnerable and expose ourselves like that, but really have that love and tenderness around, like a mom, like a sister, like your grandma, that was the best part. That was the best part.
Let's talk about the journey real quick.
Okay.
So for you, so she actually did about 7 grams.
Yeah.
And what happened for you?
Let me tell you, I had a whole situation. All of those, I really haven't had a chance to deal with the grief of a lot of people that I lost that meant a lot to me. From my grandmother on my mama's side to recently my grandmother on my father's side to my G-mom. And all of them came to me. All of them came to
Unborn
me.
children.
All of them came to me. And that was just my grandmother that I never met, my grandma Hazel. So all of my ancestors surrounded me and gave me answers and
tasks
to do, things that I needed to do, and
conversations to be had.
Yes, it was
revelations for other people.
Man, it was just a lot. And then I would ask, when they were giving me my assignments, I would like, oh, how am I supposed to do these assignments? And they gave me those answers too.
Were you scared?
There was in the very beginning, there were points of fear because as I began to go into the journey, I felt the energies coming. I saw flashes of light, so they were coming in. And so the fear, there was a moment of fear. I went to the bathroom several times and I had apprehension and I had to pull the shower curtain back. So there were moments of fear of what's happening, but the fear was cleared when I began to feel who my ancestors were, who the people were in the room with me. And it was like they were all the strong women in my life. And it was like nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of. And so, it was, man, like you said, people would think we crazy. We not.
How did you feel supported with myself and our other facilitator?
That's what I'm saying, that love and that support and that
And even me being your friend, like in a different capacity.
Yeah, it's like, we've just as friends, we've had vulnerable moments together, but we haven't had this vulnerable moment
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
I could never talk to you about my grandma because I never met her. I could never talk to you about my
Sure.
unborn babies because I never met them.
Yeah.
So this was a different level of vulnerability for me to you as a friend.
Yeah.
And so just being able to have you, someone that I know, and then someone like the Brittany that I didn't know, and still have that, I'm about to cry about it now, just still have that love and that
Yeah.
that gentle, just like the kiss on the forehead or the hug from your grandmother.
Yeah,
It's just so
yeah.
gentle and soft and amazing. And I just thank you, and I thank the Brittany for that. And I wouldn't have wanted to do this no other way.
Yeah.
No other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What would you?
friend.
Thank
I
you.
love you.
What would you tell a woman who is thinking about something like this?
Do it. If you really, really, really want to unlock yourself, do it. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's not there to harm you, and your experience is going to be different from mine. It's going to be some shit that come up that you may not want to deal with or you may not want to feel, but once you feel it and once you go through it, you're on to the next thing. It's like facing the bully right in the face, and you get through it and you go on to the next thing, and that bully leaves you alone.
Yeah.
So do it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.